Ninth homework lesson is Unit 1, Lesson 9. Let's read our instructions. Write an equation for each situation. Then solve the problem. What do we have? Quinn. Quinn rode his bike 35 miles. He stopped for water every 5 miles. How many times did Quinn stop for water? In this case, every is the same as each. Every 5 miles he stopped. So I know every 5 miles. So that's going to be my each. I can put in my multiplication. I can put in my equal sign. My 35. My 35 is the total number of miles that he rode. So I'm going to put that here. So I need to find out how many times he stopped for water. Because this is a multiplication and I'm missing a factor, I do the opposite operation, which is division. The big number comes at the beginning of my division equation, my 5, and then I'm going to solve for n. Now, to solve this, I count by 5 till I get to 35. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I have 5, 6, 7. So 35 divided by 5 equals 7. Now I need to label my answer. So n equals 7 what? How many times? 7 times he stopped for water. And then I box my answer. Let's look at number 2. Roy. Roy had 12 bottles of juice. He put them in the refrigerator in 2 rows. How many bottles were in each row? When I see the word each next to the question mark, then I know that I need to find my each as my unknown or my variable. I put my multiplication sign here, put my equal sign there. Roy had 12 bottles. That's the total number of bottles that he had. He put them in the refrigerator in 2 rows, so my 2 goes here. Again, I have a missing factor. So I do the opposite operation of multiply, which would be divide. My large number comes first. I divide it by 2, and then I'll get my n. So let's solve it. We count by 2s until we get to 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 5, 6. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Then I need to label my answer. N equals 6. Let's go back and see how many bottles. 6 bottles. And then I box my answer. So for each one of these, I have 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's look at number 3, Melinda. Melinda has 5 cousins. She called each one on the phone 4 times this month. How many phone calls did she make to her cousins this month? Okay, well, let's see. I know my each is 4 times, so she called them each 4 times, so that's going to go in my each. I'm going to put my multiplication sign here and my equal sign there. 5 is not my total. 5 is the number of cousins she had. So she had 5 cousins. She called each one 4 times. What is the total number? I'm not missing a factor here. So I don't need to do the opposite operation. I just need to solve. So 5 times 4 equals 20. And then I need to label my answer. So n equals 20. Go back in my equation. How many phone calls? I'm just going to write calls. I wouldn't write phones because it's not asking for phones. It's asking for phone calls. So calls would be my label. Let's look at number 4. Janelle won 27 tickets at the fair. She traded the tickets for 9 prizes. Each prize was worth the same number of tickets. How many tickets was each prize worth? There's my each in the same sentence as my question mark. So I know that my each is my unknown or my variable. I put a multiplication sign and my equal sign. Janelle won 27 tickets. That would be my total. And she traded them for 9 prizes. Okay, I'm missing a factor. Opposite operation. Big number comes first. 27 divided by 9 equals n. Now I need to divide it, and I'm going to try and show you a way that we learned in class. Here are my 10 fingers. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do 27 on my finger. So 10, 20. I'm going to put this finger down. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So the finger that I have down is how many times? 1, 2, 3. 3. So n equals 3. And I go back. How many tickets? 3 tickets. Okay, so let's look at number 5. Eric had 2 picnic baskets. He put 7 apples in each one. How many apples did he put into the picnic baskets? Well, he put 7 in each. So I know that's my each, and I'm going to circle it. Put my multiplication and my equal sign. He had 2 picnic baskets. He put 7 apples in each basket. How many apples in all? So I need to multiply because I know both my factors. I don't have to do the opposite ration. I just multiply. So 2 times 7 equals 14. N equals 14. Go back in my answer, or back in my question. How many apples? 14 apples. And then I box my answer. Let's look at number 6. Grace has read 2 chapters in each of her 9 books. How many chapters has she read in all? When I see in all, I know that's my n. That's my total. Not very often do they say that, though. So she read 2 chapters in each of her 9 books. So she had 9 books. She read 2 chapters in each. How many chapters did she read in all? No missing factors, so I just solve. 9 times 2 equals 18. I can do 9 plus 9, or I can count by 2s 9 times. So n equals 18. Go back to my problem. How many chapters? And I write chapters. And then I box my answer. And that is the end of tonight's homework of Unit 1, Lesson 9.